Does the mark of the beast stem from the religion of Islam? Let's start today's video by diving straight into scripture. Revelation 13:16 through 18 says, "Also, it causes all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand or the forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark, that is, the name of the beast or the number of its name. This calls for wisdom. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So from just reading that passage alone, we can conclude the following. Number 1, this mark is given to all regardless of their social class. Number 2, it is located either on the right hand or forehead. Number 3, no one can buy or sell unless he or she has the mark. And number 4, it's a number, and it's a number of a man, which is 666. Now, for nearly 2,000 years, people have been speculating on what this mark actually is. You'll hear things like, oh, it's the invention of the barcode, or it's the future Neuralink implants that will cause the lame to walk and the blind to see, or it's the future Chinese social credit score system that will determine whether we eat or starve. I mean, there's so many different options, and don't get me wrong, I've made videos on most of the options that I've just said. I'm beginning to think that the religion of Islam will play a major role into the end times. Now, if you're interested in that, I've made an entire playlist where I cover different areas of prophecy regarding Islam. So that's why today we will be correlating the mark of the beast with the religion of Islam. And quick disclaimer, I have no problem in admitting that I have absolutely no idea what the mark of the beast really is. Everything you're about to hear is pure speculation. Could it be true? Yes. Could it be false? Yes. We don't really know until it happens. So let me know in the comments what you guys think at the end of the video. Alright, so did you know that the Islamic jihadists and devotees of Islam often wear headbands on their foreheads and patches on their right arms? Some call these items marks, and it is a mark of submission followed by 2 crossed swords etched or inscribed on the material that they are wearing. This is known as the Bismillah, which is an Islamic creed that translates to "in the name of Allah." Now, according to many theologians, the symbol is the mark of the beast. Now, there's a former Muslim man named Walid Shoebat, and I could be pronouncing that wrong, who through his life eventually converted to Christianity. And the reason I'm bringing him up is because he has made many connections regarding Islam and the mark of the beast. But before I show you, I want to give you a better understanding of who this guy really is and why you should trust him. Here's a quick sample of what he says about himself on his website. For the record, my name is Walid Shoebat. I used to be a radicalized Muslim willing to die for the cause of jihad until I converted to Christianity in 1994. As a member of the PLO, I was involved in terror activity and was imprisoned in Jerusalem for 3 weeks. In prison, I was recruited to plant a bomb in Bethlehem, as a result of which, thank God, no one was injured. My mother was an American and my father was a Palestinian Arab. My parents sent me in 1978 to the United States to study at Luke College in Chicago, Illinois. There, I was recruited at a hotel terror conference by Jamal Said, a founder of the IAP, which is the Islamic Association of Palestine. And Jamal Said was an imam, which is basically like one of the top Muslim leaders, at one of the largest mosques in Chicago. The IAP was a forerunner to today's Hamas terror organization, and also to the terror front group CAIR, Council for American Islamic Relations, and this was in the early 1980s when I was being trained for jihad activities in the USA along with many other young foreigners as well as US citizens. Now, I don't want to go into too much depth about who he is, but he does go on to talk about the dangers of Al-Qaeda, which is pretty self-explanatory. But now that you have a very brief understanding of who this guy is, listen to what he says regarding the mark of the beast. Here's what he says. The name of the beast, along with variations of the name of Allah, is worn as a sign of submission on the right arm or forehead. Islam is submission and allegiance to a foreign god. The Shahadatin is blasphemous, the badge worn by Muslims on the forehead. All of these things meet the biblical requirements for the mark of the beast. And for those that don't know, the Shahadatin is the Islamic creed or article/declaration of faith. It is an Arabic phrase, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Ruwa Allah, which literally means there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is the one sent by Allah. Now, of course, I probably mispronounced that, and I'm going to get roasted for that in the comments, but it is what it is. He goes on to say that this creed fits the definition of blasphemy on both counts. First, it claims another foreign god besides Yahweh as the only true God. And second, it places Muhammad to the prominent position that only Jesus can fulfill. Interestingly, Islamic tradition points to Mecca as the origin of the beast system. Here is an Islamic hadith regarding the beast coming out of Mecca. And if you don't know, Mecca is a very holy site according to Muslims. So it's interesting that their beast will come out of their holy site. The beast will come out from Al-Masjid al-Haram in Mecca. The Prophet Muhammad took me to a place in the desert, remember desert, near Mecca. It was a dry piece of land surrounded by sand. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The beast will emerge from this place." It was a very small area. Likewise, in the Bible, the angel took John into the desert to see the woman or whore of Babylon riding a beast likely coming out of the desert. Where is this desert? Some say it's the desert of Arabia. And there are numerous biblical passages which equate the whore of Babylon geographically within Arabia, which was part of the ancient Babylonian Empire. And for those who watched my last video, we even talked about how Christ said that if you hear that the Messiah is in the desert or secret chambers, to not believe it. So all these connections are interesting to me. I mean, to me, I think what's so interesting is the amount of spiritual warfare between the two religions. Like, did Muhammad just copy stories from the Bible and twist the narrative to benefit himself? Or did a demonic being truly appear to him in the cave in the form of Gabriel and give him false information? Basically what I'm asking is, was Muhammad truly deceived by an evil being, or did he do all of this out of pure selfishness, or both? I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments. In conclusion, the Islamic headband that is translated as "in the name of Allah" may very well be the 666 or mark of the beast mentioned in the book of Revelation. Yes, I know today's video was relatively short, but don't worry, there's plenty more to come. Again, if you enjoy learning about Christianity and Islam, be sure to watch my playlist regarding these types of topics. Comment below anything you want me to talk about regarding Islam. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day. Peace.